play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following the...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd.
Ready. Block 40. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end fan, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
58 for Mike, 58.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The 20, there he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be caught by Mooney. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. This is the tight end fan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 12 yards. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Bears nothing.
Lock now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
We got 3, fellas. We got outside. Check right 33.
Lock will try again on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. The good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Check, check, right 54, right 54. Check, 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 check. Right there, 54, right there, right there, 54.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Mooney. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that got his man complete. 20, 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Stay loose. Stay loose.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Take it at about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Bears.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
The Bears first down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gay knocks this one through. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Bears.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Darren Lee on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the run. Dude, fellas, let's go.
To throw again. Block. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw it is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Bears 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue?
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana, thought about going back to go to Notre Dame. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. The big fella. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Bears 17.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll fire. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 48 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. I'm willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're firing it, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinators...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Couldn't hang on, third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Goes 47-yard line.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch the twist. Check, check. Lucky.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. For Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City